So Side Order has been out for a couple of days now, and I wanted to talk about it a bit. There isn't really going to be any format or structure to this video. I'm just going to be airing out my thoughts as they come to mind, because I have a lot to say. Do note this video won't contain any spoilers regarding the story, and I'm also not going to get super in depth with anything, as some people might not want to hear about that yet. These are just my current, overall thoughts on the DLC. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. Also, leave a comment telling me what you think of Side Order so far. So I'll just say this right off the bat, I think Side Order is incredible. I absolutely think that this was worth the wait, and it certainly lived up to the hype. The theming, the format, the story, the levels, the music, just the overall atmosphere, I really think they nailed it here. The music, especially, might be my favorite part of Side Order, honestly. I've beaten the whole thing multiple times already, and there was not a single song that I didn't like. And that's coming from me. You guys know, I'm not one to typically enjoy a lot of Splatoon's music, so if I'm liking every single song in this DLC, they're doing something right. I think my favorite track is Souvenir, which plays during the Infinity Ball stages, and that's also what I'm playing right now in this video. Let's talk difficulty. I would say that Side Order is moderately difficult. I beat all of the floors on my third try, but to be fair, I kinda just got over curious and picked levels with the rigorous difficulty on my first two attempts just to see what they were like, ultimately leading to my demise. That's the beauty of it all though. You get to pick your difficulty. If you want a chill experience, you can just pick the easy or normal floors. But if you want a true challenge, the hard and rigorous difficulties might be up your alley. I will say though that the difficulties that the game states for certain levels can be very inconsistent. For example, I've had multiple rigorous difficulty levels that I found to be quite easy. But on the contrary, I've had a couple levels that the game claims to be easy or normal difficulty, which actually gave me quite a bit of trouble. Let's talk about chips now. I love this system. Getting a new chip on each floor and just adding it to your collection is so satisfying. And being able to sort of pick the aspects that you want to enhance allows every player to have their own unique experience. I also love the Pearl Drone. The amount of weapons and features you can add onto it is kinda crazy. Now, RNG does seem to play a decent role regarding the difficulty of your run. For example, you could get some insane damage boosting chips early on in one run, but then in the next run, you'll hardly get access to any of those, possibly making that run a lot more challenging. There's a lot of factors here, but certain chips can definitely benefit certain weapons more than others. The two biggest criticisms that I've been seeing for Side Order are the length and repetitiveness. Personally, I don't see the length as an issue. Sure, yeah, 30 floors isn't super long, but again, this is something that's meant to be played time and time again. It's not really about how long it is, since you'll typically be experiencing different levels and difficulties every time you play it, at least the first few times. However though, I do think the common critique of repetitiveness is valid. The first one or two times you make your way up the spire, it's all good. Everything will be new and fresh. But after playing it a bit more, you'll start to see the same things over and over again. Side Order only has 6 types of level objectives: destroy the portals, protect the zones, defeat the fleeing foes, guide the Infinity Ball, escort the Turbine Tower, and boss floors. On paper, that doesn't seem too bad, but after just a few playthroughs, doing these same few tasks does get a little repetitive. Sure, there are a good number of different stage layouts and difficulty settings to do these objectives on, but I just wish there were a couple more objectives to really round things out. There also isn't too much enemy variety. Every level seems to have the same 2 or 3 gelatins trying to attack you, with an occasional different one popping up here and there. Now remember, none of this that I'm saying right now is really a huge deal. I still greatly enjoy Side Order. I just expect something that's meant to be played again and again to have a little bit more variety. Again, that's just my opinion though. If you disagree with that, that's totally fine. I said I wouldn't talk about any story spoilers in this video, and I will honor that. All I'll say about it is that I thoroughly enjoyed it. Make sure to keep playing after you beat it once, because there's definitely more to see after the first playthrough. Overall, Side Order is an amazing piece of DLC. As I said in the beginning, I thought it was absolutely worth the hype. Sure, it's not perfect, but hey, it's $25 DLC. For that price, I think it's a steal. Not to mention, all the really cool items and skins that you can get for PvP make it even more worth it. In the future, it would be super cool if Nintendo expanded upon this side order format, maybe even release another update adding more levels to it, but for its current state, I think they did a pretty good job. Again, let me know what you all think of side orders so far down below, drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.